girls, and welcome to the Serengeti Express. My name is Russell, and I'll be your conductor. If any of you have small children with you under the age of 12, we ask that they be placed in the center of each seating row. That is a precaution we take here at Busch Gardens to ensure your child's safety. Once we get underway, we ask that you do not throw any paper products, film products, or food products from the train. That's for the safety of our 3,000 animals. If you're planning to come back to beautiful downtown Stanleyville, we will be taking approximately 35 to 40 minutes of your time. But you do have the option of exiting at the other two stops. The next one down the line is Nairobi. That is the front entrance of the park. That's followed by Congo. Passengers with 4 to 5 adults per row. If there's not 4 or 5 adults in your row, we ask that you kindly slide all the way over to the right, making room for oncoming passengers. Actually, that has two purposes, folks. When you slide all the way over to the right, you make room for oncoming passengers, and it also helps keep our seats from getting dusty. Alligator display at the front of the park. We have an awful lot of alligators down here in Florida. We have approximately 1 alligator for every 13 people. The vast majority of them are hungry. They're not fussy as to what they eat. Your average adult alligator lives between 60 and 80 years and can weigh anywhere from 300 to 500 pounds. Florida, to feed the wild alligators, we do not want the wild alligators to start becoming friendly. But people that live near rivers and lakes start to feed them, give them little pieces of food every day. And before you know it, you have a pet that's going to be sitting outside your back door every morning waiting for breakfast. And if little Fluffy comes by at the wrong time, Fluffy is breakfast. Be sure to visit the building right across from the train station. That's the animal nursery. That's where Mother Nature keeps bringing us all kinds of little baby animals, and that's also where all the snakes are located. How many of you like snakes? Really? I had a snake in my backyard last week, about 3.5 feet long. He's one of the good ones. He's not poisonous. He eats mice and frogs. Now, how do you get rid of a snake like that? Well, it's really quite easy. You just go in your garage, get yourself a broom with a long handle, give that snake a little push with the broom, and then he goes under the fence and into my neighbor's yard. Now he's my neighbor's problem. From this point on, please do not attempt to change seats or exit from the train. We are now ready for immediate departure. If you would please raise your hand, I'd like you to wave goodbye to our station masters here at Stanleyville. Up in the front we have Sarah. And over there in the blue shirt we have Rick. So long, Rick. So long, Sarah.
Be a wheel, so he just goes in circles now. Y'all have a good trip.
This roller coaster that we're passing under is our newest one called Chigra. It's only one of 4 in existence. There's one here at Busch Gardens, Tampa. There's another one at our sister park, Busch Gardens, Europe, in Williamsburg, Virginia. And then there's another one over in England, another one over in the Far East. It's what they call a dive roller coaster. We take you up 200 feet, and then it's 90 degrees straight down at 73 miles an hour. It's sort of like jumping off your roof. It's a great roller coaster. You ought to try it. How many of you are afraid to ride it? Over on the left side of the train is the Stanley Falls Log Flume Ride. It's one of the tallest and longest log flume rides in the southeastern United States. When you come down from the very top hill, you come down 43 feet into the icy water below. Over on the right side of the train is a Scorpion roller coaster. The Scorpion travels at 55 miles per hour, taking you through a 360-degree loop. When you're in the Timbuktu area of the park, be sure to experience the sting of the Scorpion.
Very nice.
And if you're not quite ready for Sheikra, you may want to ride the Scorpion a couple of times. Over here on the right side of the train, on the other side of the wall, is the games area of the park. There you can try your hand at a game of skill. See if you can win one of the large stuffed animals you'll see people walking away with. Also on the other side of the wall is the Timbuktu Theater, home of our 15-minute film comedy called Pirates 4D, starring Mr. Leslie Nielsen as the invincible Captain Lucky. Captain Lucky and his crew of pirates are out looking for lost buried treasure. They run into all kinds of obstacles along the way. So if you're looking for a place to sit down and cool off for 15 or 20 minutes and have a good laugh all at the same time, head over to Timbuktu Theater and go see Pirates 4D. Over on the left side of the train is the Kumba roller coaster. Kumba takes you up 143 feet and drops you 135, turning you upside down 7 times at 63 miles an hour. Then you'll be all finished in 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Then you can ride it again and again and again. Kumba is an African word coming from the Swahili language meaning roar. On the left side of the train, the large brown animals with the large horns are the Ankole or Watusi cattle of Africa. They're considered the sacred royal ox of Africa. They're used primarily for milk production, and only the wealthiest of the African tribesmen are permitted to own them. They're very similar to our Texas longhorn cattle. Both the males and the females have horns. Over on the left side of the train, we have these black grayish type animals. They are called the white-bearded wildebeest. They're a favorite meal of lions and hyenas. They're called the white-bearded wildebeest because of their white hair hanging on the bottom of their neck. They're one of the most numerous animals in Africa. And when a little baby wildebeest is born, he's given about an hour to get up on his feet, because if he's not ready, the herd is going to leave him behind. Over here on the right side of the train is our most unique attraction called Rhino Rally. Rhino Rally covers a 16-acre area and combines up-close animal encounters with the thrills of a thrill ride. You and 16 of your friends will be riding around in those Land Rover-type vehicles. The driver takes you over a treacherous course, and you'll be weaving around a variety of animals such as Cape buffalo, grand zebras, flamingos, and 2-ton white rhinos, just to name a few. If you'd like to experience the thrills of Rhino Rally, the entrance is adjacent to the Nairobi train station, our next stop. Also here on your left side are 2 of our female ostriches. The female ostriches have gray feathers, the male ostriches have black feathers. They can stand as tall as 8 feet, weigh as much as 300 pounds, and run at speeds of 40 miles an hour. The ostrich only has 2 toes on each foot, but they are excellent kickboxers, and even the lions will stay away from the ostriches. Also here on your left, where this large rock formation is located, is our black rhino display. Black rhinos are greatly endangered and part of the species survival plan. There are less than 2,600 black rhinos in the world today. Also on your left are some of our reticulated giraffes. No 2 giraffes have the same markings. Female giraffes give birth standing up.